Hello. Today I'm doing a reading. What the person on your mind is thinking about you. This does not have to only be romantic. So just putting that out there. There are going to be 3 piles, and I will put the options on the screen right now. Hello, pile number 1, everybody that chose the bat. My dog's in my room, by the way, if you hear him. Oh, wow, that was crazy fast. Okay. It seems like maybe there was an ending between you, but this person has not. Something ended, but this person is not over it. They kind of refuse to let it end, even if it ended, whether this is a friendship or romance, once again. For a lot of you, this is a friendship. This person still thinks about you a lot, though. They might try to seem like they're not thinking about you or don't care, but that's not true. You could have worked with this person, for some of you, or worked with them on something, you know. You could have been in the same friend group as well. Yeah, you have to walk away from this person. And they still think that, they honestly think that if you're not talking right now, they don't think that's gonna last forever. Or like they just don't feel like it's over for some reason. Even though physically you might have walked away or they might have walked away. This person, you might be an earth sign. I don't think this person sees your full, like, worth, or they're just not, it's not that they don't see it, it's just not all of it. Like, they're not noticing something about you. Maybe that was true while you knew them. Like, they didn't realize who you really were, and they still haven't. Like, this person has a lot of realizing to do still about you. Let's keep going. What does the person on pile number 1's mind think? They do put you on a pedestal, though, interestingly enough. They feel like they're almost hoping if you did walk away that, like, the path you chose is going to be hard and it's going to make you realize something about them, possibly, but I don't think you're headed towards, like, harder times. There's obstacles, but they're not, like, as big as this person was assuming you'd have, like, without them, possibly, or just because of, like, the path you're choosing for some reason. I just dropped all of my cards on accident. It's crazy. But the 2 cards that flipped over, 3 actually, that were not facing down right. So I accidentally dropped all my cards, but these 3 cards, Hermit, 9 of Cups, Strength in reverse. They see you as someone who's a bit more mysterious and in solitude at the moment. Or like you kind of are more introverted. Or at least they're feeling like you're not talking to them as much or the way you used to. And they feel like you get the things you want. That's kind of like maybe something this person was not like jealous of, about you. Like you always end up getting what you want in a way. They see you as someone who is very sharp with your mind and sometimes your tongue. And you might have said some things that they still think about and that hurt them at the time. And honestly, it's like, I'm sure you had truth in it, but they know that, but they're just like, their ego's a little hurt. They might not know really what's going on in your life. I don't feel like you're probably not talking to them, right? But either way, they don't really know much about what's actually going on. They kind of wish they did, though. Kind of almost makes them impatient or like a little nervous, even. Maybe it's like, yeah, they also see that maybe you have to like a choice to make right now or pretty soon. Maybe you have options and for some reason that bothers them. Options in anything it could be. Yeah, you told the truth to this person at some point, for sure, and it kind of bothered them. They're almost a little bit afraid to face it, but they see you as someone who's very honest. You are very good with words, even if you don't think so. And you're also very creative. Some of you are probably artists. And honestly, when you were around this person, you kind of felt like that passion and that creativity was dulled. And they see that now that you're not really around them as much, it seems to be coming back in some way. Okay, I'm going to pull an oracle. This is the Unusual Animal Messages Oracle. Oh, why is this one? Right, remember to laugh. You could be a very funny person or just lighthearted. People are very comfortable around you. This person was very comfortable around you. You're one of the funnier people they know. Take time for yourself. Evade life's traps by recognizing obstacles and zigzagging past them. You're very intelligent. This person thinks you're super smart. That's why they also feel like maybe you get the things you want because you just make the right choices. Something about your legs. This person might like your legs. Or I don't know. Lemur, take time for yourself. They just see you right now as like improving yourself. They're almost like curious yet scared to see what the new version of you is going to be like. So that is what I have for you, pile one. I hope that was accurate, and helped. Thank you, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile two, those of you that chose the Rubik's Cube. Let's see. Person on your mind, what are they thinking and feeling? Wow. This could be someone you had a breakup with or some type of ending. Similar message to the last pile in that regard. might have been something that never really fully became what it could have. It was always just in the beginning stages. This person is probably going to try and talk to you, though, pretty soon. They want something with you, like, long lasting. It bothers them, and they think about the fact that something didn't develop with you. And they kind of daydream about the ways it could have, or could if they said the right things and, like, played their cards right. They're very slow moving, but, like, yeah, very methodical. They think every step through. And if this is not romantic, apply it to, again, a friendship or whatever the situation is, but this is someone that wants to be in your life in the long run. Sorry if you hear stuff. How does this person feel about you? What are they thinking about you? They're very impatient. It's ironic because they're slow moving, but they're very impatient because their thoughts are not as slow moving. They just physically move slowly because they overthink and they think their actions over so many times. But they're kind of impatient with however the situation is between you and them. They are feeling very impatient. It's very ironic. This person might kind of contradict themselves sometimes because, yeah, they keep thinking of long term, and knowing that moving slower is the better option here, but yet they're very impatient. But I don't see, like, it doesn't seem like they're impulsive, though. It's like an internal thing, I guess, but they're impatient. This person sees you as a lucky person. They feel like you have many options in your life. In many different fields, you have many options. They feel like you're kind of a jack of all trades as well. There is one specific thing, though, that you do, that you're good at, that this person admires. They kind of look up to you about it, or they're just in awe of it, kind of. It's like, it's shocking to them. And it's kind of like, yeah, they almost wish they could have that trait or skill or whatever it is. They just kind of are jealous of it in a little way, slightly. But not too bad. I mostly see, like, they look up to you. The Queen of Swords, they kind of see you as their counterpart in some way, or like they're equal, definitely. Like, they think that you're pretty similar in, like, intelligence, or like, yeah, for some reason that comes through. Like, they think you're a smart person, and they think they're also a smart person. You could be a little bit introverted. They feel like maybe you don't get out as much as you should, or like you could use more people in your life for some reason. Or like that you just don't have that many friends on purpose. For some of you. Alright, what is this person thinking of you right now? Yeah, they see you as someone kind of introverted right now, or hermited right now. They don't know much about really what's like, for some reason, even if they are around you, but for most of you, I feel like not really. There was some type of ending for a lot of you here, or a big change, big transformation in the connection with you. I feel like they are still around you, though, for a lot of you. It just changed, drastically changed. Their perception of you and your perception of them. But they see you as someone very wise and intelligent. It's my dog. You might be a very sleepy person. Or, I don't know why that's coming through. Maybe you need to sleep more. Something also I'm getting just as a random message. There could be big endings in your life right now. This person's noticing them. They see big change and transformation happening in your life, but they feel like you're going to get opportunities. If one thing ends in your life, they feel like another opportunity immediately comes. I'm sorry, I sound so congested. I'm going to pull an oracle card now from the Unusual Animal Messages Oracle. Ooh. I can't pick him up. That's crazy. I guess I'm gonna take them. So, alright. It says, Narwhal, look for hidden messages that signal a change is needed. You're going through big changes. This person kind of thought that big changes were going to come even before they happened in your life. Capybara, get involved in your community. Yeah, like they, for some reason, maybe see you as very introverted, or like maybe you're starting to step out of your shell, and that's what's different as well about you. But yeah, those are the messages I have, Pile 2. Thank you for being here. I hope it resonated. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 3. Those of you that chose the pineapple. Sorry, my dog is in my room. He will settle down in a moment. He's just getting a little bored. I might let him out real quick if y'all don't mind. Hi, Hooba. Sorry about that. So let's see. Pile 3. What exactly is the person on your mind thinking of you? I feel a much better energy in this already than the first two. The first two are very similar. There's slight differences, but this already feels different. What does your person think about you? How do they feel about you right now? I think you feel differently about this person too than these other piles. There is very strong attraction between you and this person. If this is not romantic, which I feel like this is going to be for a lot of you, but you could still take it, like, in the sense of they're very pulled toward you. Something about your mind, the way you think, the way you speak is very enticing and addicting almost. They're kind of addicted to you in a way. There's no doubt in this person's mind that you are, like, it's, if you're with them, then it's like there's no doubt in their mind that you are the one for them. If there's someone, like I said, that's a friend, there's no doubt in their, like, right now they're just in, like, maybe like that honeymoon stage where they're literally, they don't see any flaws almost in you. Or the ones they do, they don't even care. They like those too. But yeah, something about the way you. Sorry, I started coughing, but there's something about the way that you see the world that this person really likes. They really like your perspective on life and people and things. I'm sorry if you can hear stuff in the background. My family's home. You might be very bold, or yeah, you're not afraid to say what you think. That's what this person thinks. Something about your eyes that this person also really likes. You're very mysterious also in a way. Like no matter how long this person's been around you, even if they've been around you a lot, they still feel like you're a mystery. You're like an enigma. You don't make sense in such a wonderful way. Like you don't conform is something I'm also saying. They see you as someone who has a lot of social status or status in a way or accomplishments. You have a lot that you've achieved. I don't know if you see yourself this way, but this person does. They think you're playing small. They think you could do so much bigger things than you, or like you're the things you could accomplish. They really believe in you more than like sometimes you believe in yourself. They think something in your life has to end though, come to an end. Something that you're either entertaining or you keep thinking about. It's like draining your energy and it's kind of making you, yeah, just like lose your energy, and like maybe even some of you are starting to like lose your spark because you keep overthinking about something or keep going back to something. They think that there needs to be like a change or an ending in your life in regards to a situation. They've probably talked to you about this already. Like you know what their opinion is on it. They think you'd be great in a family. For some reason, this person sees you as a very, like if you're a man, you'd be a good dad or husband. If you're a woman, you'd be a good mom or wife. Also, if you have family members, they think that like those family members really respect you. Also, this person's family members respect you. Lovers in reverse. Yeah, you need to make a choice about something that you're kind of putting off. They wish that you would make a choice sooner, or like they wish that you would make a decision, a definitive decision about something so that it could transform, so it's not like causing you problems or causing the connection between you two problems, even for some of you. If you have had arguments with this person about things in the past, they see your side. They come around a lot of times because you're very persistent. You're hard to argue with. That's one thing that they're gonna say, or one thing they're saying. they don't like having to argue with you because you have like more knowledge sometimes than them, or more, you're just better at arguing than them. And you always end up just kind of making them see your side. And so they don't like arguing with you. They don't like getting into arguments with you. It kind of makes them uncomfortable. Because you're very bold and you're not afraid to say what you think. So, I'm going to pull from this unusual animal messages oracle now. Okay. So, how does this person view you? What are they thinking about you right now? Evade life's traps by recognizing obstacles and zigzagging past them. I don't even want to try to pronounce that. The name of that animal. Is it going to focus? There we go. Like I said, they see you as like very intelligent. This person could see you as being like more intelligent than them. They also see you as like emotionally intelligent. And the last one, lemur, take time for yourself. They feel like you need to focus more on yourself. This could be relating again to this situation, maybe that's draining your energy, but they feel like you really need to be nicer to yourself and kinder to yourself. They think maybe you're a little too hard on yourself as well. So yeah, that is what I have for you guys, pile number 3. Thank you for being here. I hope it was a good reading. I hope it resonated. And yeah, I hope to see you in another reading. Have a good day. Bye-bye.